Hey, it's day 3 of the May fishing challenge, and you know, we had some crazy storms last night. Trees down. One of my neighbors has a tree on his truck. Roads closed, power out. Feels like Ghostbusters. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. It wasn't that bad, but so I tried to wait out the rain, and it's now mid-afternoon. I think the storms have stopped, although the skies still don't look too good. And because we had so much water, the streams, I drove over a few of them, they're blown out. And you know, the fish in them are probably thinking it's mass hysteria. But so I'm hiking a little bit here to one of my favorite spots. I parked on the near side of the lake instead of the far side, so I basically have to walk around halfway around the lake to get to it. But I was thinking about it. I've never used the Helgrammite at this lake, so it's already tied on from yesterday. So I'm just going to give that a try. But I also brought spinnerbaits, which are my favorite on this lake, and I got some worms too. But initial reports from the first 2 people I've encountered, they haven't been biting today. So wish me luck. Somebody else was in the spot that I wanted to start in, so I'm just going to go down here to the other end of the dam, basically, or it's not really the dam. Yeah, I guess it is the dam that created the lake. It's all sort of riprap, and it makes sense that a Helgrammite would probably work really well here. So I've caught some fish on Ned rigs here, but typically I throw a spinnerbait in this lake. So be on the water here in a second. Expecting them to be up shallow, but not that shallow. I think the play is probably going to be just to fish along the bank and work my way down. There we go. Got the first one. He's not very big, but we got the first one. This guy's been caught before. Look at there. But number one. I think that was just the wind. Oh. That could have been a small fish. Little guy. Oh, he came. Man, I definitely set the hook that time. Tapped it like 3 times before he finally took it. I mean, he was so small I wasn't sure if I still had him. I think it's another little guy. Oh, he's fighting a little bit better now. Yep, still another little guy. Okay, fish number 2 though. Oh, another one. I felt him grab that and just sit on it. So here's the thing, they are definitely up sort of shallow. They're right on the edge of this drop off. One of the reasons I wanted to come to this lake is it doesn't really muddy up when you get a lot of rain because it's not fed directly by a creek. The creek sort of runs into like a swamp area, and I think the swamp filters it out. Now it's always a little murky just because there's a ton of waterfowl, geese, ducks, stuff like that. There's fish number 3. They're all about the same size. This guy might be a shade bigger, I don't know. But fish number 3. I feel like the only bluegill type. There, that one's a little bit better. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh. There we go. Oh, come here. Come. Stop it. Yeah, he was pinned hard. Oh. Quick release. Oh, if this is a fish, this feels even better. I don't think it was. So that last little snag there, the perfect situation why I really like a reel with a clicking drag, because it sort of felt like there was something there, and I was reeling and I didn't hear anything, and so it felt like I was trying to make progress on it, and so I really think it was probably just a stick or something like that. But if it was a clicking drag, I would have heard it, I would have stopped reeling, I would have waited. So just one of the reasons that, you know, for me at least, a clicking drag is good. So let's get back and see if we can catch some more fish. Hey there, future, actually same day editing Aaron. It's late in the evening. It looks like I lost some footage, so I'm going to try to figure out how many fish I didn't have in there. But the GoPro had all kinds of problems. Date codes are wrong, so I'm sorting through it right now. But I will. Every catch won't be in here, and it's probably going to be a little short. But anyway, that's the way it happens. So I'm going to sort the rest of this out, but just to let you know that every single fish was not on here, and I'm going to estimate on the slow side. Yeah, there for a minute, I was sort of. My mind was flashing to the bigger fish that are in here. I know there are 6 and 7 pounders in here. The last state survey of the lake, where they sort of check on the health of the fish populations, they found one that was over 7. And last year I saw a guy post a picture in a Facebook group, one about 6.5 that he caught here. So they're in here. Okay, I don't know how many I've caught. It's been a good bit. I didn't bring any leader material with me when I grabbed this bag, so we're fishing with no fluorocarbon leader, so it'll be straight braid to the Helgrammite. And I want to talk a little bit about durability just real quick. That Helgrammite that I just lost on a snag, it was the same one that I caught that giant bass on over a week ago. The exact same lure, like not the same color and all that, the exact same lure. I caught those 3, then I caught 10 on Monday. I caught that 1 yesterday, however many I caught today. So it's got to be over 20 fish on that one lure, and it was still in great shape. So even though the Nikko plastics are, you know, a little pricier, they are so durable. And literally I only lose them for the most part when I lose them on a snag. So anyway, let's get back to the fishing, finish this bank, and then I'll throw on a spinnerbait and see what we can do. What was that? Oh, literally the line just snapped. Oh man, that sucked. That Helgrammite breaking off. I haven't tied a lot of knots direct to braid. Maybe I screwed up the knot. I was using a Palomar. It did look like it was sort of shredded off. So, you know, maybe that fish got me around a rock and it broke off that quick. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Back on the catching fish train. There we go. Sorry, Definitely feels good to catch one fairly quickly on the spinnerbait. When you switch away from a hot bait, honestly, I want to go to the spinnerbait for a couple reasons. The biggest one being maybe I'll catch some bigger fish. There's another one. And these guys aren't really bigger. I was paying more attention to my speed than the movement of the rod. There's another one. There we go. Oop, hey, get back in the water. Come here. Get in there. Oh, that was a hit. Did he come back and get it? Oh my gosh. Okay, it's a Dinkfest for sure, but another strike. Like almost as soon as it hit the water, this guy was on it. He's going to come up. Now he's digging. He might be the best one of the day. It's not saying much, but man, that line is so slick. Come on. There we go. Man. Trying to throw them out there a little bit deeper just to see if I can call anything in, call anything up. I don't know if there's any, you know. There's another one. Looks like a little bit smaller guy, maybe. Another one. One of the smallest of the day. Boy, that was a hard hit. That was a hard hit. I actually just think they're mad at this thing. He's been caught before too. He's not one of the smart ones. Back-to-back casts. Come here. This guy hit it as it was coming up the bank. Nothing big, but this is a lot of fun catching this many. Holy moly. This guy hit it so hard he's hooked 3 times with one hook. There you go, little guy. Stay away from spinnerbaits. Oop. So when it's out a little bit farther, I'm just letting it sink down for about 3 seconds. When I fish it right along the break, I'm basically bringing it in right off the bat. So like when I cast it down this one, that's a little bit farther out, so I'll wait maybe a second on that one. Just trying to get it down closer to the bottom. I don't want it on the bottom. I just want it hovering above. And then if I feel the bottom, then I just pick up the pace a little bit. There was something. Oh, come on. Come on, you know you want it. Get it. I think you hit it hard enough to mess up the blade. Saw that one. Oh, okay, we're counting that one. somebody's gonna miss by 1 or something and be like, no. Here's how I look at it. When I get into the act of landing, so I'm putting the rod down, I'm getting ready to go pick up the fish. I'll go ahead and count it as a catch. Which is ultimately what we want, right? We don't want to have the fish out of the water for a while and do all that stuff. Okay, we won't count that one though. That was weird. I really didn't feel him on there first. I think he like caught it and was swimming with me. You know, some it's one of those situations where how hard do you work to get it back? But it's the only one I have in that color pattern, so I'm gonna work pretty hard. And I say that, it feels like a small one though. It's funny, he hit it multiple times. Like I felt him hit it 3 times. There we go. Another little guy. After the last couple got off. Got that one though. Right in the top of the lip. These little guys have just got to be stacked up out there. Nope, missed him. Oh! I let that fall. Another one came and hit it. Maybe it was the same one. I feel like there's got to be one more fish. One more fish. I don't know how many I have, but we're going for one more and then that's about it. Dink or a giant, doesn't matter. One more fish. Tell you what, they really haven't been slamming it this last half hour or so. Really? Is that your professional opinion? It hasn't gone completely dead. I've had a few strikes, but they've been really light taps compared to what I was getting early on. There we go. There we go. There's the last fish. However many that is. That's how many we got today. There we go. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish. I'm going to fish this section of bank, basically on the way in. I really hadn't planned on fishing this long, but honestly, I didn't think the fishing was going to be this active. Part of it. I see them. Just wanted to throw that one. Well, I don't know if it's better to end on a tiny little dink or not, but hey, it's one more. Oh, felt like a fish. Oh well. Okay, between the Nikko Helgrammite and the spinnerbait, which I tried to look at it and see which one that is, but honestly I can't tell for sure. I'll have to figure that out. But you know, hey, it was a busy day. You know, caught a lot of fish, bit of a Dinkfest, you know, but hey, I'd rather be out here catching, you know, a handful of dinks, 2 handfuls, 4 handfuls, whatever it was. Gotta watch out for the low bridge there. You know, so this was day 3. Can't remember, this might be fishing trip number 22 of the year. You know, out of goal of 52. I'm gonna hit that, no doubt about that. And I'll update down here in the corner how many I caught today, because I quit counting at around 6 or 7, and what that is for the month. So with that, tomorrow the plan is I'm gonna go do some trout fishing. So we'll see how that pans out. It's going to be pretty cold in the morning, so I'm going to try an afternoon trout fishing run, and we'll see how that works out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.